Hello and welcome back to the Really Big Podcast. I know it's been a while, but, well...
Yeah. Okay, well, it's just the two of us today.
We can make it if we try, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the reference of first-time listeners, which will be most of you.
We hope.
Yeah. I'm Ollie Johnson, and this... Who are you?
Seb? Everyone knows me.
And this strange person sitting on a chair.
Yeah, it's Seb, but Sam isn't here. He's away at the moment.
Yeah.
We were going to hold it off until he came back, but we thought, well, it's been weeks since we've done one. We don't want people to think, A, we've given up, or B, you know... Well, we gave up before we started. You can tell by the quality of previous episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I don't know what's been going on in the week. I didn't prepare anything. I didn't prepare a Professor Lyric. I don't know what... I mean, I can try... Hello, I'm Prof... Oh, wait, I can't even do it, but... I can't do it anymore. We were talking about this thing. Didn't you audition for something on the internet? Something like
yeah, the Screw Attack Death Battle. I wanted to audition because they're holding casting calls, because the next Death Battle will be He-Man versus Lion-O.
You saddo.
I know, but I wanted to audition for both of them, so I downloaded the thing. I did
do your best He-Man then.
This
is going to be good.
Okay, what should I say?
What he says, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Yeah.
Okay.
Do it as loud as you can.
I don't want to, my mum's asleep in the next room.
Go on, do it, Ollie.
No!
It'd be hilarious.
I know it would.
Go on.
But,
try and do it a bit quieter then.
Alright. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power!
Okay, that was brilliant. I never even watched it.
Nor did I, to be honest. But I did the audition, I recorded it and everything. I went back onto the website to get the email, and the deadline was the previous day.
Damn, I bet you were like a cat with milk when you were going to do that.
Yeah, well, it was fun, and it's made me want to do more voice acting things. So, you know, I still felt like I'd accomplished something, even though I hadn't.
And that's, you know, all that matters.
Yeah. I never watched He-Man.
Why not?
I don't know.
I never watched it. Then again, I think it was a bit before my time. But
Yeah.
you may have had access to it.
I thought He-Man sounded a bit stupid.
Why? What? Well, I can see why, actually. It'd be like having her woman.
Yeah.
He-Man.
She-woman. Well, He-Man sounds a bit too close to Hyman for my liking.
Who?
Hyman.
What's that?
You don't know what a Hyman is?
Okay. Should I?
Okay, gather round, kids.
It's gonna be something.
Okay, a hymen is the part of a woman's vagina that is broken in, the first time.
Right. Broken? Like, is it intentionally or what?
It's a bit of skin. I don't know. I've never encountered one. The only people
I know you haven't.
No, the only people I've slept with have been whores. Not literally. Just
Well,
you
it's the only way you can get some, isn't it?
No, I didn't pay for it. You could easily call them.
What,
whores,
did you run before I had to pay? If an angry pimp comes in right now...
Seb, look at me and tell me if you think I'm capable of running.
I don't think you're capable of going to a prostitute.
Well, I didn't go to a prostitute. I was calling them whores as an insult.
Oh, right, I see. But actually, now you mention it, I do remember watching something on the TV about this woman from Brazil who wanted to be made a virgin again through an operation.
So they would have stitched the hymen back together.
God
again.
knows, given her a new one.
Make her a virgin again.
Yeah.
You can't make someone a virgin again. The definition of a virgin is someone who's never had sex. If you've had sex, you're not a virgin, no matter what doctors do to your bits.
Well, I don't know, what else? But apparently she had a new husband and she wanted to be a virgin again for him, so...
What, to not spoil the experience?
Well,
yeah. I suppose that's legit. But,
I mean, if you've got a lot of money in Brazil, then, you've got that option.
Well, that is an odd piece of news, I suppose.
Well, technically it's odd news without me even coming up with any odd news, so I'm happy with the way this show's going.
Oh, so I've read a couple of odd stories.
Oh, yeah. Good, because I've read nothing. I don't know what's happening.
In Arizona, this was really horribly timed, given the recent bombings and everything, but there was a prank. So, I don't know who, but somebody, you know those little boxes in Super Mario in the walls that had question marks on them?
Yeah.
Someone left a big cardboard box with a similar question mark on it in the middle of a street.
Oh,
and they called in the bomb squad and everything. And, it was just loads of paper in the box.
Right.
Like, it wasn't a bomb, and everyone was panicking, and someone said, this just shows it can happen anywhere. No, it doesn't. It doesn't show that at all. It didn't happen. It was a prank. I think it's genius, just a Super Mario-style box with a question mark on it.
I'd give it a few weeks. I know it wouldn't be as topical, but...
Yeah. I suppose it was horribly timed too soon, but what, did they think they were under attack from the Riddler?
Oh, by the way, something I better promote. It's on this... it's on our Facebook page. It's Ollie and Seb Watch, where we pretty much watch music videos and ridicule how illogical and silly they are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how bored we get sometimes.
Although, having said that, ever since we did that Return of the Mac video, I've heard it everywhere. I heard it at the supermarket the other day, I heard it in the car this morning, actually. I heard someone saying they heard it in a nightclub. You said you heard it recently.
Yeah, and, well, when I was a kid, my nan would play that in the car all the time. So,
why? Was it like your dad with Oasis,
It was a bit, yeah.
Wait a minute, did she come from Leicester? Because I think the guy who did Return of the Mac came from Leicester, and the guy who, the people who did Oasis came from Manchester, so...
I don't think... I never asked where she came from.
No, she was just this old woman that picked you up. Who are you? Where did you come from?
No, I mean, she always lived with me, so I never questioned where she came from.
What, in like a dustbin outside us?
No. Well, she didn't always live with me. She moved out into her own house once, and then my aunt after a divorce from her uncle, sort of took her house.
By force?
Not by force. She gave it up so they could live there, and she came to live with us. But I have got this mental image of my auntie with standing outside with a catapult behind her.
Okay, that's awesome.
Laying siege to her house.
So far on this show we've talked about catapults giving people new virginity and Return of the Mac, so we're doing alright.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what else can I say? No Professor Lyric, at least it would have to be a cappella. No Sam, no odd news. What a great show.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, I was reading the Mirror because they're always hilarious.
Oh God, the Mirror! It's like the worst paper ever, Ollie.
I know, but it's pretty damn funny. But it is something I think you'd find particularly funny.
Right, right.
You know the Mars rover?
Boy, do I.
Apparently, with its tracks, it's drawn a penis on the surface of the planet.
What?
Here, have a look. Here's a picture.
Fuck me. That's great. Oh my God. Fucking hell.
Now, this is the Mirror, so...
That's the best thing ever. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh.
Breathe, man.
Oh, fuck me. What the hell? Did they try and do that? Did, someone sneak into the office late at night to guide it round, or... Is it trying to get more interest in Mars? What?
I like how there's a little trail from the tip, like it's been taking a piss.
Oh, we're already vandalising other planets.
We do not deserve to survive as a species.
We do not. Clearly, there's no hope for the future. No hope at all.
Yeah.
How could they do that to Mars?
I know. I wanted to live there one day.
I mean, people have always been saying for years, is there life on Mars? No, but there's giant fucking penises on the ground. Right, let me think of something. Oh, what great programming. I'm now scratching myself. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a very quick thing. I know it's sort of a new feature, but it's very, very lazily done. I'm going to very quickly review a movie.
Okay.
Dunstan Checks In.
Okay.
Right, I'll tell you the plot. I really recommend you see it. It's about this hotel, and there's these kids. They keep getting in trouble. But anyway, one of them finds this trunk, which knocks, and this really mean guy, played by Rupert Everett, says, "Look, don't do that." Anyway, later on, this guy the kid's walking a dog. He sees something on the ledge. It's a monkey that kisses him. The dog falls off. Later on, he tells his dad, he's like, "No, that's not a monkey." Later on, he sees the monkey and he finds out it really was a monkey all along. They fall down this thing, but they're alright because they survive. Anyway, this fat guy is at this party. He sees the monkey, he goes mad, then everyone sees the monkey and they all run away. Then this mean guy, played by Rupert Everett, attacks the guy who owns the hotel, and they sort of have this fight, and then the woman who owns the hotel falls into the cake because the monkey pushed her, and the guy who tries to catch the monkey says he's sorry, but he spits in his face.
He was played by Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, he was played by Pee Wee Herman.
The exterminator, not the monkey.
That'd be brilliant. Anyway, yeah, pretty much they send him back home and they're all happy. Yeah. So, yeah, that was Dunstan Checks In.
One of the best things about that movie was the character Lionel Spaulding.
Yeah, played by a fat guy. I don't
oh.
remember the guy's name. I didn't do any preparation for the review.
I looked him up on Wikipedia, but I still can't remember what his name is. But did you know he died?
No.
Oh, I know.
It's got to have been of something hilarious because he was fat. He was fatter than nearly anyone. Like, I can imagine, tipping over a Segway, or I don't know.
He died of head trauma.
Really?
After falling off the roof of his condominium.
That's hilarious. Sorry, but you shouldn't laugh at the dead. But that is funny.
He had such a slapstick role of always getting hit by stray frisbees and stuff that him actually falling off a roof seems like something he'd do in a film.
I expected it to be something due to his weight, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah. Well, he had mobility problems and was in a wheelchair at the time, apparently.
So he fell off with a wheelchair?
Apparently, yeah. I don't know, I didn't read too much into it, but I've got this strange image of him re-shingling a roof and then being hit by a stray baseball or something in the head.
Anyway, stop trying to derail the show. We had a very high quality before you interrupted. I was doing a very intricate movie review and we were talking about penises on Mars. But yeah, anyway, I rate this movie 12 out of 10.
Yeah,
it's probably the best fucking thing ever. I mean, forget about Schindler's List, forget about The Shawshank Redemption. This has it all. It's got a monkey, it's got Rupert Everett, it's got that guy from Seinfeld, and it's got that kid that was in another movie. So yeah, do you agree, Ollie? Good movie?
Yeah, and it's also got a load of Spider-Man placements.
Yeah, like Spider-Man appears 12 times in the movie. Like products, not the actual person.
Yeah, like little Spider-Man dolls.
Yeah. But wow,
Spider-Man isn't in it.
Yeah,
it would be a completely different movie if Spider-Man was in it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a new feature, fantastic. Please come back, Sam. This show can't exist without you or Professor Lyric or an actual sense of direction.
Yeah, well, we just sort of hit record and started talking this week.
Well, that's what we do all the time, except this time, it's even less disorganised than disorganised somehow.
Yeah, well, normally you've got a very loose running order that makes sense only to you, which is hilarious because you dropped it once and my parents picked it up and read it.
Yeah, and oh god. But anyway, that's been it for this week. Probably see you next week. We only did this show just to confirm that none of us had died.
Yeah, although I haven't seen Sam for a few weeks.
We check the news every day. We've seen no sign.
Yeah, no, he's away. He'll be back soon.
Right, good. Anyway, this has been a really big podcast, and have a really big week.
Yeah, I mean, we don't care if you have a good week or not. Just have a really
We
big one.
don't even care if it's a terrible week, as long as it's not small.
Right.
Anyway, bye.
Bye.